Hey everybody, John from our Hodgepodge Homestead. It is a blistery cold day today. I think it's January 28th or 27th or something like that. I just got done shoveling our driveway, and we've got a big half circle driveway that goes almost the whole length of the front yard all the way across the front of the house. That was some shoveling. Anyway, I need to get my snowblower fixed is what needs to happen. So what I'm gonna make today is, we did a pork roast in the crock pot yesterday. Excuse me, we had a bunch left over. So we tend to kind of lose a lot of leftovers if we don't do something with it. So like this pot right here is, we did a chicken the other day and it's been chicken soup for a couple days. It's on its last day today. It's what we're gonna have for lunch. But I decided that I would get some supper going with this leftover pork. So what I'm gonna do first is, this is the last of my bacon grease out of this pint jar here, so it's gonna be time to break out the other one. I'm gonna get this bacon grease going in here. And these pots are made by Wagner. They're cast aluminum. They are so cool for doing stews and soups in and little casseroles. I absolutely love them. Okay, we get that bacon melted down a little bit, and what I plan on doing now, I'm gonna tell you something here too. I looked all over the place for pork roast stews, soups, whatever. And all I was finding was like all these goofy things, you know. I mean, ingredients that I wouldn't really have on hand, like tomatillo sauce. I mean, yeah, I've got some in the pantry, but I don't want it like that. I want a traditional type stew or soup, so I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna do what I think's gonna taste good, and we're gonna roll with it. So I think it'll be good. Okay, so the bacon's going. I've got here 2 cups of diced onions. I made them kind of chunky because that's how I like them in my soups. Is big, nice, you know, I want to feel the onion. So I'm gonna put those in. But what I'm also gonna do is I've got a lot of dehydrated onions. I've got probably 5 or 6 quarts of these, and I've got to get them going. So once the soup is soup, I'm gonna reconstitute probably half of this jar and throw it right in with them too. That's something you need to look for when you head to the store, is if they've got like a big old 5 or 10 pound bag of onions. You know, sometimes they're buy a bag, get a bag free or whatever. Buy that second bag, cut them up real thin, put them on your dehydrator, dehydrate them down, and you've got them for a long time. Tell you what, nothing's better than the smell of onions cooking. All right, I'm gonna let those go a little bit. And I've got, this is a half a cup, but I've got a 1/4 cup of garlic. I'm almost done with this thing of garlic. This came out of our garden this year. I can't remember what kind it is. I've got 3 more hanging in our pantry over there, so I'm going through it. But some of it's starting to dry out, so I think I'm gonna have to get it on the dehydrator and turn it into powder. The garlic's in. Now what I did is last night I drained all of the juice from the crock pot into this jar, put it out on the back porch, and I'm gonna skim that grease off the top, and then the rest of this is gonna go in for my stock. Then I think I might add a quart of chicken stock to it too, just depending what this does for it. Tell you what, there's 2 things I love doing when I cook. One is either having a good beer or a glass of wine. Well, it's, what is it, 10 to 12, it's a little early for that. Unless I'm camping, different story. And I love to have music on, but when you do these videos, YouTube frowns on that, so can't have any music. Yeah, all right. I've got 2 cups of celery, diced up to a decent size. Isn't that called the Trinity? Garlic, onions, and celery. Tell you what I wish I had was shiitake mushrooms. We grew some this year, had a log out in the side yard, but I used them all in soups. So hopefully next year we'll get more. All right, looking good so far. I'm going to add some red curry. Love the smell of curry. A little bit more. I'm going to add some turmeric. Those are both probably about a tablespoon. A little bit of pink salt. I don't know if it's Himalayan or not. Good dash of pepper. I'm going to throw a little bit of rosemary powder in. That's out of our garden. I love me some sage. I don't care what I eat it on. I'm going to crunch up some good sage here. This is out of the garden too. Yeah, all the smells are happening. The only bad thing about these cast aluminum pots is the handles. They get pretty toasty. I think I'm going to add one more thing. I've really discovered, and I discovered this off of Linda's Pantry, is herbs de Provence. She was cooking with it or put it in something one time, and I actually decided to try it when I was doing some of my charcuterie. And turns out I love it. All right, we're gonna let this kind of do its thing. Let all these mingle. And you know what? I've decided, yeah, I'm still gonna do it. I wasn't gonna get rid of the fat, but we are trying to eat a little healthier. That was quite a bit of fat actually, so I'm glad I did that. All right, well this is out on a porch, so it's quite gelatiny. If you guys could smell this. And what I'm going to use to thicken this up is I'm going to use Philadelphia cream cheese. Thicken it up a little bit. Okay, I've got to go get a thing of chicken stock. So I'll put you on pause and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to go down to the pantry and get some chicken stock. Add this right to it. Might put too much in, but we'll see how this goes. All right. Looks really good. Smells really good. Let's add, I'm gonna add about a little over half of this jar. A little bit more. Onions never hurt, right? All right. Now, to this, I'm gonna let those onions go a little while. I've got 4 cups of cut up leftover pork roast. What kind of soups do you guys like? I love chicken soup. I really love French onion soup. And I would love to do French onion soup with our onions, but the majority of our onions are about that big around. And it fits, if you're watching, they're about that big around. Gotcha. I'm gonna have to go buy onions to do that, because that'd be pretty troublesome, I think, to have to cut up all those onions, dice them like that small. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and add the meat. Thinking of add a piece to my belly right now. Oh, there goes a truck with a plow on it. That's what I need. All right. Powerful stuff right here. All right, guys, I'm gonna let this simmer for, oh my, I don't know how long, but I think I'm gonna get this going, because this is gonna be our lunch. It's chicken soup. And in this pot, I've got a chicken carcass and the leftovers from when we cooked that. So I'm gonna get this going to make some stock. So I will be back with you guys when this soup's rolling. All right, guys, soup's been going for a while now. I'm gonna turn the heat off, take this lid off. It looks really, really good. Don't want to go too hog wild before supper here. Let's check this out. I got some onion in there, some pork, some celery. Ooh, there's a big old chunk of garlic. Now, normally what we'll do is we like buying the riced cauliflower that you just put in the microwave and steam it. Put that in the bottom of the bowl, put this over top of it. It's almost keto friendly. I'm not a big, I'm not gonna keto or whatever, but everything in this, I think, is keto. So, and that's why you do the rice. Now what I'm gonna do later on is I'm gonna put that whole block of Philadelphia cream cheese in there. But I'll do that just before we eat supper later on. So let's try this. It's probably cooled off a little bit. I'll probably burn my tongue in front of all of you here. Goodness gracious me. That's really, really good. Might have outdid myself on that one, everybody. Super good. Well, hey, before I end this video, I want to give a very, very sincere thank you from Heather and I. We reached 8,000 subscribers last night. That's pretty cool. Really, it kind of inspires us, I guess. And we're gonna try to get more videos out. I got a pantry chat coming up here. I don't know if it'll be out Sunday or not. But we really do appreciate that. It makes us feel pretty good, and all your guys' comments are always wonderful. You know, we just got done doing January, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think you're gonna see a little bit more of us. And again, from the bottom of our hearts, we sincerely thank you guys for subscribing, for sharing our videos, for liking them. That helps us out a lot. What we get from YouTube goes right back into chicken feed or infrastructure for the goats. Oops, let it out. And the pigs, oops, let it out. We're doing infrastructure over the winter so that come spring we'll be ready. And who knows what else comes down that path once you start, you know, the second time now with goats and pigs. Anyway, you know, we always say here at Hodgepodge Homestead, we love making our own pork butt soup, and you guys should too. See you later.